Almost all of us have been told to just let it go by one of our friends or some other advisory person. And when that happens, we don't really want to let go. We're kind of in a stress ball. We're like all, tight and in control of whatever's going on and in our head and wanting to create or change the situation. So when we're told to let go, it's almost like it is when someone says, stop being so grumpy. When you're grumpy, you hold on almost tighter. But what is the power of letting go? The power of letting go is a form of surrender that is not a giving up. It's actually an allowance. It's an allowance of going with the flow. And what does going with the flow with? Another key term that people say. Going with the flow means going with the flow of energy, like going with the natural universal vibration, being in the moment with what is, rather than trying to go against the grain and force things to happen. And when we go against the grain, we start to get that control and we force and we push and we struggle more, and it's hard. It's really hard. Whereas when we go with the flow and let go, we allow, and things are just naturally more peaceful and at ease. And when we go with the flow, we tend to feel good in ourselves, we feel more peaceful, we feel blissful and happy within. And this is the advantage of going with the flow and letting go. Now, the things we need to let go of, there's a few of them, so I'm going to blast them out. Frustration, anger, resentment, jealousy, negative self-talk, that irritation, anxiety, fear, all of these things are stuff that kind of keeps us stuck. Yet, all of these attributes, all of these emotions, all of these feelings that come up at times are actually also a little sign. So if we can actually recognize the emotion or the moment that we're in and then actively choose to let go with an understanding of why we're feeling like that, then we can not only feel better and less stress, we actually also let go and heal ourselves by not burdening ourselves with those negative low vibe emotions. So there you go, guys. When we can let go and trust the process, it's easier to understand what our lesson is in that situation, in that challenge, in that moment when we've triggered with those negative emotions. When we recognize that feeling, we can say, what is this? We can choose to let it go, step back, go with the flow, ask ourselves why we're feeling this. Does it really matter? Is it going to matter in an hour, in 2 weeks, in 2 years? What is it really meaning to us? Sometimes it's good to take a quick analysis of whatever we're holding on to and wonder, is it worth it? And the last question, when we're trying to let go, yet it's quite hard because we're holding on and we're frustrated and angry or some sort of other, low vibe emotion, is to ask yourself, what would love do? What would love do in that situation? And perhaps it is to walk away, perhaps it's to give someone a hug, perhaps it's to set boundaries, perhaps it's to take a new direction. All of these moments in our life are there for a purpose, and therefore I challenge you to take a fresh new look about how you approach these things and open yourself up to much more ease and grace in your life. Naturally, you'll be attracting wonderful things simply by being in the flow. There you go, guys. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you found this helpful, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Ciao for now.